Well, if it didn't exist, it would be way more interesting than Bigfoot. Yeah. Right? Like everybody's like so into Bigfoot being real. Like,
I don't get Bigfoot. Can you talk to me about that? Like, sure. Do you think what's the concept of Bigfoot? I mean, I know, okay, it's a big hairy guy, but what? I mean, really? Come on, what is it?
Most likely there was interaction between human beings and something called the Gigantopithecus for thousands and thousands of years. It's a giant bipedal hominid that existed in Asia that was between 8 and 10 feet tall. It was real. Mm-hmm. And it was basically in like the orangutan family. It looks almost orangutan-like, but enormous. And that was a real thing. Okay. And they didn't find out about this until like the 1920s. They found a tooth in an apothecary shop in China. And an anthropologist examined this tooth. It was like, where the fuck did you get this? And they took them to the site and they dug up more things and bones and jaw bones. And they determined from the jawbone, I'm sorry if I'm fucking any of this up, scientists, but they determined from the jawbone that they think it was bipedal, that it stood up on 2 legs. Mm-hmm. And so then they said, well, how big would this thing be? And then in the proportionate.
Yeah, like the femur bone.
Have you ever seen what a real one looks like?
Yeah. I just sometimes when they say like, oh, up in Michigan, I'm like, is it really like, what are they seeing?
Bullshit. Most of it is people seeing shadows in the trees and they want to believe it's Bigfoot. And they're seeing bears that are walking on 2 legs. But if there was a thing, what's really interesting is that's where it would be. Because if it did come across the Bering land bridge, like they believe humans did, if that did happen, the many animals navigated from there to here that way. That's where Alaska and the Pacific Northwest, that would be the natural path. Mm-hmm. And then if you think about how densely wooded that area is, that would be a natural habitat for something that's hiding from people. The problem is you can't really hide from shit anymore. It's just too hard.
They'd see it from space, right?
Something would catch you on a trail camera. There's trail cameras that are everywhere. They're 4K. Like, did you see those? A guy and his father got caught poaching a mother bear in her den.
Ew.
It's horrific. It's horrible. And it's not just horrible because they poached this mother bear in their den and left the babies essentially to die, but they were talking about how they're not going to get caught doing it. Like no one's going to tie us to this. And the way they were caught, there was a 4K camera that was right behind them that was observing this whole area where this bear was denned in. They have these trail cameras now that are incredibly accurate. They're so it's so high definition and super clear, and the audio's clear. They would catch one of those fucking things. Yeah. If there was something out there, they would see something.
But I think there is something to be said for the tooth fairy and thinking we don't know everything. Yeah, like the magic of stuff unknown and behind. I mean, for me, it doesn't have to be Bigfoot, but I love the idea that we haven't seen everything. We don't know everything. No. And obviously we know that with space and who knows, when dimensions and time and universe, but something mythical is pretty fun.
Well, what's interesting is that there was a bunch of different kinds of humans. That's what's interesting. Right. And they found these bones in Russia that I think they call them the Denisovians. They found a set, this is within the last 10, 15 years. They found a completely different species of humans that lived in Russia. They found those little people on the island of Flores. Right. That was only like 10 years ago. I mean, there's probably dozens more that they just haven't uncovered somewhere. So if there was at one point in time some big giant hominid, it's totally possible. Yeah. I just don't think he would have to eat so much to be alive today. To be constantly, it's like a bear. Yeah, like you find bear shit everywhere. Where's the gorilla shit? Where's the Bigfoot shit? Or whatever it is. Is it eating plants? Is it eating animals? What the fuck is it eating?
Right,
it's got to eat a lot.
A lot.